And welcome back to the Super Bowl special on the Power Hour. Sam Federman here. We're about to get into the keys to the game for the Kansas City Chiefs. Michael Philipkosky been with me the whole way. He's going to keep staying with me as
Sam. I'm always here.
always here.
Always.
Michael Mirskiy is also here.
Yeah,
It's been a while since Michael's been on the Power Hour.
Yeah, but I always enjoyed it. It's always very, very fun.
Yeah. Michael's generally on here when he comes on with Josh sometimes, but he's been on alone a couple times.
Right.
And now we got two Michaels, and your video, I think, is a little frozen.
No problem, Sam. So you got to figure this one out. It's on you.
Mirskiy, Philipkosky.
Is that better?
Mirskiy.
I like this.
My
I like
video's
this.
better now. Yes.
All right, so
Yes,
Mirskiy. The Kansas City Chiefs, we already talked about how they got here. For me, their keys to this game, really, for me, don't screw up.
Yeah. There's one thing I wrote down, and I usually write down like if I'm like tasked with writing down like if you brought me, you said keys to the game. If you do this for any other game that's not Kansas City, I'd write down 3 or 4 stuff that I would say. I wrote down one thing, and that is stick with what you had before. And I know that's a boring answer, but it works every week for Kansas City. Don't try to get fancy. Don't start running the ball more. Don't start doing all these trick plays. I'm a Ravens fan, and Greg Roman, I know he's a completely different monster than Eric Bieniemy. Eric Bieniemy is the prime for OCs. He's the standard.
He's the best offensive coordinator in the NFL right now.
Yes, he is.
And number 32?
Josh McDaniels.
Correct.
Patriots MF first thing, Josh McDaniels should be a head coach.
Yeah, well, I personally don't think he's that bad, but you guys do know him more. So
you don't think anyone's bad.
Yeah, but come on, it's Josh McDaniels. But regardless, no, I'll say this: Kansas City, I'm a Ravens fan. In the big games, Greg Roman just changes a lot up, tries to throw a lot more. We're a running football team. Kansas City is a passing football team. What you did against Tampa Bay last time, which I know will be different because there is a lot where Tampa Bay can work on. Defensive schemes, ways to, what's the word I'm looking for? Bubble in, not stop, but kind of
slow down,
I guess. There's a specific word, I forgot it was. Tyreek Hill. Contain. Yes, thank you. Contain. They got to contain Tyreek Hill. So it's going to be different. Tyreek Hill's probably not going to do as well, but I think if you're Kansas City, Kelsey's working, Hill's working, I think you're set. But the tackles is where I'm concerned.
My thing is, it's not like the Bucs can't win in a shootout.
Right.
But
I agree.
Kansas City, for them to, I think that it will take something impressive for them to lose this game.
Yeah.
There's they've shown me so much. Again, I said this earlier on how they got here, and I'm gonna say it again. No team in NFL history can score at any time from anywhere more so than the Kansas City Chiefs. On any down with
any amount of time. Listen, Kansas City is the first team where if they're in 2nd and 20, I'm like, they're gonna get a first down. That's
I'm not doubting them. Yeah.
At 2nd and 20, I'm pretty confident they're gonna get a first down.
And that is why they are the best offense in NFL history.
Yeah.
Over the last 3 years.
In my opinion,
well, over the last 3 years in NFL history is a bit different.
Over the last 3 years, their offense is the best in NFL history.
Okay, in a 3-year span, or just generally?
Yeah, like compared to the Greatest Show on Turf, the 07 Patriots,
right.
The 13 Broncos, this is the best offense in NFL history.
Okay.
I think the key to the game,
18 to 20 Chiefs.
I think what you just said was really, really smart. I think the Chiefs, if they're playing their best game tomorrow or today, if they're playing their best game,
no one can.
They might be unbeatable, and that's a scary thing to say.
Yeah.
Do I think they're going to be incredible? Yes. Do I think they're going to be absolutely unstoppable tomorrow? No. But if they are, if you can't stop them on offense, I don't see the Bucks winning this game, even in a shootout.
I will say this.
Yeah.
You can finish.
No. You're good. You're good.
Rewatching last year's Kansas City San Francisco Super Bowl game, I can tell you this much right now: that if Kansas City, which by the way, that 3rd and 15 play, Tyreek Hill, Patrick Mahomes, everybody talks about it as the game that play that set the whole tone of the game, and it's true, it is. But you've got to realize that San Francisco was up and they were in control.
Mm-hmm.
And Kansas City took it back. I know, actually, it's harder to take control back from Tampa Bay than it was San Francisco. Green Bay almost did it, but couldn't. Green Bay kept making mistakes. But, if the Buccaneers start hot, then really hot, as in jump up to as big of a lead as they did in the Buccaneers in the Packers game, or as big of a lead as San Francisco did in the Kansas City game, Kansas City can't win. They cannot let them do that.
You don't think so?
I don't think that anything is out of the picture for this team.
Right. Of course, I agree. Right. Yeah. The sky's the limit, but it's much harder than it was for.
I mean, look, if the Bucks get up 20, I still don't think the game's out of hand for the Chiefs.
Yeah. Right. Well, it depends when, but I'm saying, if the Buccaneers get up to the lead where San Francisco was last year,
they will likely win the game.
I think it'd be more difficult.
Yes, more likely than San Francisco, because it's different.
A key to the game for Kansas City is stopping the run. I think this game defensively, I think that's a big thing that they're going to have to do, because the Bills' rushing offense is non-existent. The Buccaneers' rushing offense is alive, and got playoff Lenny and Ronald Jones with a better offensive line. So I think a big thing defensively is stopping the run.
Yes, but you've also got to realize that I'll take biggest Bucks game this year, for my money, was not playoffs. For my money, was Bucks Saints Sunday Night Football was their biggest game that they had to win. And they completely blew it.
They didn't. And that's why they didn't have to win it.
But, looking back at it, obviously they didn't have to win. But at the time, I thought that was the biggest game of the year. That was going to be the biggest game of the year. It was a divisional game. Sunday Night Football.
Obviously.
But the thing is, they ran the ball 4 times. 4 times.
They're going to run it more. We know this.
Least amount in a game in NFL history. But the thing is, I don't think stopping the run in this game, one of my favorite parts about this game is that these two teams are not heavy run teams, and these two secondaries are these two cornerback groups are not that good. Right? Could you agree with that?
Yeah, I'd say that the cornerback room, they're not bad cornerback.
They're not bad. No.
Outside of Breland, I wouldn't say that any of them have been established for more than a year. Breland's pretty good.
I wouldn't say Breland.
Snead is their best corner.
Yeah, I like Snead.
Yeah, but for more than a year. He hasn't been established for more than a year.
He's still their best corner. I don't care.
I agree.
But of course, the Saints, rather the Chiefs.
But the Chiefs, as long as the Chiefs just score, it's the way we know they can. No one's beating them.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think, unless you pull up a Raiders performance, which was insane, but that only happened 1 out of how many games a season? They played 16.
They played 15. Their starters played 15
with Mahomes, and then they played 2 others. So that's 1 out of 17.
One.
Another.
We're not in 17-game season yet. We'll talk about that on State of the League a little bit later.
To me, if the Chiefs are playing their ball, if Mahomes is just wheeling and dealing, if Kelsey is just finding the open spot in the zone and just wide open, if Tyreek is putting on the burners, if Mahomes is able to roll out, use his wheels, I don't see a way for the Chiefs to lose. I don't. Because I don't think the Bucks can score every drive with the Chiefs if the Chiefs are scoring every drive.
Keep up. The thing for me, I think, and I'm going to just spoil something. What time will this show be aired?
This show will be aired tomorrow.
Tomorrow at time TBD.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna spoil something. Hopefully, it's not aired before my kickoff show. But even if it is, I'm not even gonna give my pick.
It's
gonna
not
say-
even that anyone's going to be watching it anyway.
No, I'm not giving my pick. But I'm gonna tell you this.
No, but
Kansas
either way,
City-
it's not like anyone's going to be watching this.
But I just want to say this. I think Kansas City will jump out to a big lead. 15-point lead. I think it's pretty big. I'll say 21-6. And I think Tampa Bay is going to come back. Not come back and win the game. I mean, they might come back and win the game. I'm not, I'm not saying who will, but I do think that to the point where
So
Chiefs
kind of
will
like
be hot,
kind of like Super Bowl 47.
See, but Chiefs will be controlling the game. Like, it'll be obvious they're the better team in this game. Like, it won't be like, it'd be close on the scoreboard, but like it's like a scoreboard ladder, I guess. Like, it won't be close. It won't be close. A big close. It's not like the Chiefs will be playing the best, and I think that'll be a score at halftime by the 21-6. But I think they reset. They have 35 minutes, guys. That's a lot of time. Super Bowl 35 minutes. I don't think the Buccaneers will be watching The Weekend. I will probably be watching The Weekend, but I don't think the Buccaneers. I think the Buccaneers will be focused, and I think the Buccaneers will come firing hot in the second half. Because take the Atlanta game, for example, and I know Kansas City's no Atlanta, but remember Atlanta was up to a big lead. This was what, week 15? Atlanta was up to a big lead. Tampa Bay somehow came back, but
they have the capability to do it. I agree.
Clicked, right? Something clicked. They're the team that could just jumpstart.
Right.
Which Kansas City
I
can
agree.
too,
Exactly.
They could just
No,
they can
think
turn it on.
I think both teams actually have this capability that you're talking about.
Yeah,
right?
I agree.
The Chiefs last season, they were down 24-0 to the Texans.
Right, to the Texans.
Right?
And they just turn it on.
They were down to the Titans.
Switch.
They were down in the Super Bowl. Right? Both teams have this ability to get behind and then play amazing after that and just be able to, like, a lead and just close the gap. The difference I think, though, is the Chiefs are not going to make those mistakes. They're going to keep pushing the gas. Like, these Chiefs are not one of the teams to play conservative, right? They were not one of the teams to just run the ball. Like, maybe they'll play slightly more conservative, but they're still going to call big plays, right? Because they trust Mahomes. And that's what worries me if the Chiefs get out to a big lead rather than the Bucs getting out to a big lead. I think the Chiefs aren't going to give up a lead if they get one. That's my opinion.
I can see that.
And you look at last week, or rather 2 weeks ago, the game against Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
What I saw was this. Buffalo did get hot. And people don't realize they went on a run in the fourth quarter. If Tampa Bay can go on a run starting at the third, you saw, like, Kansas City can click, but I don't think they will need to. Like, they will start out hot. Tampa Bay is going to be the team that's going to need to change everything right away. But like, Kansas City definitely has that ability. And you brought up excellent examples. They were down 10 in every single playoff game they played last year, which is just shocking.
It's remarkable.
Down 24 against the Texans, and they just turned it on. And
24, and they were up at halftime, which is insane. Like,
were they up at halftime?
I think they went up at halftime.
I don't know, but it doesn't even matter. They ended up winning the game.
They ended up winning. They ended up winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah, the Chiefs are, like, we could have ended this segment after 2 minutes when I said, don't screw up.
That's true.
And I mean, I'll tell you this is going to be our shortest segment. We're only going to go like 3 to 5 more minutes here. Because
the Chiefs are the ultimate.
Because there isn't that much more to say about the Chiefs. Like, our Bucks keys to the game segment goes like 40 minutes. We're talking about they have to do this, they have to do that. The Chiefs just have to not screw up.
Right.
They just have to be themselves. The Chiefs are the ultimate lead erasers. You can have a lead. It's not safe.
You've got to understand, though, that you need to take advantage of the opportunity that's given to you. I mean, like, if the Buccaneers, like, if Brady throws 3 straight interceptions on 3 consecutive drives, like he did against the Packers, I don't know.
The game is over.
Back for that, right? He was still up against the Packers after all 3 of those interceptions.
The Chiefs are scoring touchdowns on at least one of them.
Held up. Yeah, his defense 100%. Held up. Oh, and the Chiefs, if they throw it to Byron Pringle, he won't drop it in the end zone on a 2-point conversion. I could tell you that. Not sure.
Yeah, I agree.
Jaleel Scott is the key to beating the Chiefs.
Yeah, too bad the Bucs don't have Jaleel Scott. Well, who knows? Maybe they won't need him. Maybe they won't need him. Who knows? But they are definitely the best team in the NFL, and they know how to take control of a game and how to take advantage of opportunities, which is why I kind of just skimmed on that. I mean, they won't be listening to me. I don't really matter to them. But generally, that's something.
Hey, you don't know that. You don't
understand,
understand yourself.
and they know. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're listening to me. Who knows?
I don't know. The Chiefs are so good, man.
They are
so good.
It's going to be such a good game tomorrow.
I hope we get a great game.
Yeah.
So I think we're done, man. We got nothing else to say about the Chiefs. Like, we can talk about whatever you want with defense, the cornerbacks. If Mahomes goes out there, Mahomes is Mahomes. Does it even matter? Like, does it? Like, does it matter? Honest question.
Right. Like, your defense, like, if it's a shootout, can the Chiefs lose in a shootout? Well, they did.
Yes,
but
absolutely.
Yes, they can.
Yes, but I don't know. If it's a shootout, I got my money on Mahomes, and I love the Bucs.
Here's the thing. We're pretty much done here. We don't have that much more to say. Kansas City. Hey, Kansas City. Yeah, thank you, Michael. I mean, we honestly, our other ones were going 40, 50. I think we went 50+ minutes with Fanalize for the. Oh, great.
What was he on for?
Oh, great. I just broke the fourth wall. Because that one hasn't happened yet.
Wait. That hasn't happened. Say the same thing.
We're gonna go like 50 minutes with Fanalize, like 40 minutes on State of the League with Evan, and Michael Mirskiy's just coming on here 20 minutes for
a quick 20 and done.
Yeah, like, to be honest, because the thing is, we don't really need that much more to say.
Right. Yeah.
There isn't too much more to say. Like, just don't screw it up. And Kansas City, you'll be champions for the second straight year. Thank you so much for watching.
Exactly.
Thank you.